Hey guys, how's it going today? Hope you guys are having an awesome day today. Today we are going to be doing a couple different things. Mainly we're going to be finishing our space tech cards. But before I get to that, one of you guys had the great suggestion to pave our way down the belt. And I think that's an awesome idea, mainly because two reasons. One is that we have plenty of concrete to do so. And two is that with these sand biomes that we're in, it is incredibly slow to run. And even just adding, this one little strip here through the middle, which I know a lot of people do, is, oops, that's not what I want to do. Even just adding this one little strip is going to save us so much time in running back and forth. So not only is it going to get rid of that slow modifier from the sand, but it's also going to add a speed modifier. So we're going to be zooming back and forth down the belt. So thank you for that suggestion. It was a very well thought out suggestion. And while we're down here, you can see that these are now producing their speed modules. So we got that completed, and our solid fuel is all the way down here, which means that we only have the electric furnaces left to do. Now, I spent many hours thinking about this. No, I'm just kidding. I didn't spend that long thinking about it, but I did spend some time thinking about what we're going to do about, moving the belts and all that kind of stuff. And I have come to the conclusion that moving the belts is hard, and I don't feel like doing things that are hard. Mainly because I think that it'd be a pain in the rear, because we have all this water over here and we'll have to landfill a bunch of it and whatnot. What do we do when we have perfectly available space over here that we're not using? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to maybe come over a little bit from this last pipe. We want to leave some room still to add more belt, more pipe, etc. But we're going to come over a couple, a little ways from these pipes, and we're going to start building factories over here and shipping stuff across if we need it. I think that seems reasonable. And so we're going to try and stick with our spaghetti belt a bit. It's not too spaghetti yet, but it's going to get there. And then, yeah, so that's the plan, is we're going to start building over here with our factory today for the electric furnaces, ship them over here for the space tech cards. Okay? Okay. But first things first, we have, no steel. Okay? This is sad, pathetic, lame, etc. So we want to increase that production. I mean, we desperately need steel. And if we don't have steel, we are definitely not going to be able to produce these furnaces, which take 5 steel by themselves, not to mention they take a steel furnace, which is 6. So one of those is 11 steel. Okay, there's no way that we're making enough for that right now. So it is high time that we increase this production over here. And I was thinking, here we have these iron smelters, right? This takes 15 iron plate every 16 seconds. This makes 15 iron plate every 48. Well, it's a bit complicated. This crafts at twice the speed that this does. So this is actually crafting 15 every 24 seconds, and this takes 15 every 16 seconds. So I was thinking that, well, we could try and make this a little bit better, but I'm not exactly sure how. We're going to keep it with the direct insertion. It's fine. It's a little bit inefficient. These aren't always working when maybe they could be. But I think that it's going to be okay. So we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. We need some inserters here. And then we're going to do this over here. It's going to be like this. Okay, there we go. And we're going to drop these on the near side of the belt for the steel. Oops, I wanted to do that. There we go. Alright, so that's a little bit more steel. And then Oh, actually, I wanted to do one more. I didn't have enough steel at the time. Okay. So yeah, we definitely are gonna need even more steel than this very soon, but this will just help even a little bit bolster the production, which anything can help at this point. So we're gonna do that, and we might even need a fast belt, it looks like, coming down here. Do we need a fast belt to get all this iron down here? No. No, it's getting down there. One of the things we will be doing soon, like maybe next episode, is starting to do some enrichment, just as a heads up. So enrichment, basically you add sulfuric acid and water to iron, and you get some enriched iron, and then we can use this new recipe for crafting iron plates, which basically takes it from a 20 to 15 ratio to a 1 to 1 ratio, except that we have to deal with all this dirty water stuff, which is a bit annoying, but you know, such is life. You know, when you get more complicated processes, you have to deal with more complicated processes. But that'll really help our iron and copper output by using that. So that's going to be the plan probably for next episode. In the meantime, you know, we're making some more steel now. It's not amazing, but it'll help. So that's that. And then let's see, what else do we need for electric furnaces? Advanced circuits and heat shielding. I don't really want to, but I'm probably going to steal heat shielding from our current setup and then maybe just expand it a little bit. I don't like making whole new setups just to make one thing. So that'll be that, and that means that we're only left with advanced circuits, or sorry, the furnaces that we have to build that are as intermediates. And we still have to do stone brick, which is annoying, but it is what it is. So yeah, I think that should be pretty possible. So we're going to come down here, and I don't really have a ton of buildings, so maybe I should go grab those. So I'll be right back. I'm going to grab some materials to do this building, and then we'll start the build. Be right back. Okay, we are back. I grabbed a bunch of stuff, and we are ready to do this build. So we are going to come over here, and we are going to probably try and line it up, I guess, with these. I mean, it doesn't really matter. So my plan for building on this side of the belt is, like I said, we're going to be out here a little bit. And we're going to, we built this way coming, and now we're going to build this way going. So as we build more and more factories, we're going to build going back this way until we've used it all up. And then we'll figure out what we need to do from there, if indeed we do fill it all up. Okay? So that's the plan. And for this, I want to try and line it up pretty closely, or exactly. So I think that we'll come all the way out here. This is going to give us a decent amount of room between all of our belts. So if we need to add more pipe, we have plenty of room. If we need to add more belt, we still have plenty of room. And even then, we still have like extra room for belts over here if we should really need it. Also, something I forgot to mention last episode, this is important, is when you hit N to do your uplink satellite, it's different than doing M. So M is the map view, right? And you can like zoom in on your character, and that's cool and all. And you can zoom in other places that you have radar coverage, right? With N, you literally can look at the entire map because you have a satellite in orbit, right? So like you can literally come over here and see all the biters in their homes and stuff, and you can explore. So if you're looking for resources, hey man, you just need to explore a little bit, and like you'll be able to find stuff. So like for instance, we might be looking to see, hey, where does our pollution cloud extend to? Are we about to hit any biters? I don't know. I can explore in an instant to see if we are, and it doesn't look like we are. So that's something that's super useful that you can definitely take use of once you launch your first satellite. So I guess then after the first launch is like going to other planets and discovering them, but the first one is like kind of discovering your own, it seems. Like you have, you know, full coverage of your own, you're looking down on the planet, seeing what's up, and then from there you can, you know, kind of expand. So anyways, that's an important little tidbit of information that I totally missed on the last one, and totally forgot about too, because it's just been so long since I did it. So yeah, that's an easy way to explore a huge portion of the map really, really quickly. Anyways, back to the building. So over here, right, we are going to be making these electric furnaces, okay? So we're going to be shipping in 3 lanes of stuff, but we need to make steel furnaces, so we need to do this, okay? So this is going to be stone furnace to steel furnace to, wait, yeah. Oh yeah, and we only need 1 building doing this, I believe. So this is like a tiny little, I mean, it maybe even begs the question, can we like shove it in back here? Maybe. And maybe that's like even better. The only thing that we would have to do is figure out where we're going to smelt down some stone to brick. But if we move this belt, we can totally do... Okay. You know what? I mean, we will still build over here later. But this one, we are going to do over here because it's going to be really small overall. So let's do that. Okay. So we're going to move this belt. It's kind of in the way. And we're going to like line it up like this. Okay. Alright. There we go. Okay. Okay. And then we're gonna do 1 stone furnace, and then 1 steel furnace, and then 1 electric furnace. And we should be good with just 1 inserter. We are gonna need 2 more belts of stuff coming in here. So I think that what we'll do as a little cheat here is just do this, and make some landfill real fast. We don't need much, we just need like, I don't know, a little bit. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna landfill with stone. Oh, it'd be good to do that. Takes a lot of stone, 50 stone, that is insane, man. But later on, I think we'll actually be glad for that because we'll just have way too much stone and we don't know what to deal with. But anyways, so this is steel furnaces, and this is our electric furnaces, and then our electric furnaces are going to come up here, and come through here. Okay, and that'll work, hopefully. Okay, so then we can power this, and then we just need to bring in our resources right over here. We can bring in stone probably this way. How are we going to do this? We need like 1 smelter, like here. Okay, this is going to be super... Oh, shoot, we need an electric one. Funny, we need an electric smelter to do electric smelting things. Okay. We're going to grab some heat shielding. What else do we need? A steel furnace. So much steel, man. We definitely are going to have to still increase our steel production. We are making way too little. So let's grab some steel here. Kind of taking it from the belt, but whatever. Okay. And then this thing, jeez, it's so big. This thing is going to come here. And it's going to take stone as this thing comes by. And we need to move all this over 1 tile, maybe. Okay. This is going to be stone brick. Okay. So we have stone brick. we have the stone furnace here, which is what this is. This is going to take stone from the stone belt. And then we just need steel coming in here. And then we're going to need one more belt. So we need steel coming in down here. And we need heat shielding and the advanced circuits. So we can't quite get it in here. We're just going to need, like I said, we just need a little bit. So if we come over here and we grab all of this, 27 landfill might be enough, I'm not sure. So we come down, we fill that, and then we want to fill one block over further for another belt. And that should be good for our 3 belts. So this belt is going to be, let's say, we can bring steel in on its own belt. Not that it's going to be full by any means, but we can do it. And we're going to split off this steel yet again. It's going to get even more sad down here. And let's see. I don't know. We'll do this. Okay, that's steel. And then we need the heat shielding and advanced circuits. Okay. So I think that what we're gonna do is I think we'll just split this off, honestly. We're gonna need heat shielding for other things too. And I'm not gonna make it its own belt really. But so we'll just bring that over here like this. Okay, so that'll be heat shielding. This will be advanced circuits. Which we will bring down over here. Okay, that's advanced circuits, and I think that's everything, right? We've got steel. This is gonna make stone brick. Oh wait, we need stone. Huh. Okay, let's stop using all the stone here for landfill. That's cool and all, but we don't need to do that. And we're gonna need to add more stone production, more steel production. Jeez. Okay. So we can connect this up here. And then this is gonna be our stone belt here. Which is, I don't know. This is like kind of in the middle. I think it's supposed to be like here. Okay, and then we can do that. And make sure that these are all going in the correct direction. Yep. So I think that that will start making us steel furnaces or electric furnaces very slowly. Or no, it won't. We would like to, but we still need some other resources here, turns out. So let's grab our long-handed inserters for the steel. And then we'll bring it in nice and close for this. All right. Now that should start us making our electric furnaces. And let's grab a drink of coffee as we watch our first electric furnaces being built. There it goes. And eventually it's going to make it all the way over here and be made into 8 rocket tech cards. So, in light of that, we want the cool techs, of course. So we're going to grab life support. Very cool. This will allow us to survive in outer space. And a thruster suit with an increased equipment grid size. Heck yes, let's take that. And then, oh, cargo rocket silo. I see, I click. All right, and same with the landing pad. Let's do that. These are a lot of these rocket tech cards, but that's okay. And let's see. Well, we'll have to get to researching these eventually. I don't know. That seems like a good start. We're not going to be able to research these for a while because, like, we can only make 800 science at the moment, which is going to be just these first 3 techs. So let's get going with that. Very nice. And then that means that we actually need to connect this. So if we come down here and we look at this blue belt, does this get connected with any other techs? Well, yeah, it does. Military tech. Which means that we're gonna have to run this belt down there all the way, and then we're gonna, like, I don't know, come in here and then go on the outsides. Seems like a plan. So we are going to run it down, and we're gonna do a time lapse of that because it's gonna be a long run, and then once we're done with that, I will see you then. Okay, that is the belt all done, and what I've done is I've only done it on one side of the labs, and the reason for that is we are not going to be making rocket tech cards super fast, and so we're not going to be able to consume them very quickly. So I figure that we're only going to do this on one side because this is a temporary solution anyways. We're going to eventually have to be researching everything in space, and so this is literally just kind of like a band-aid because this is all this is going to have to get moved. We're going to have to ship all these tech cards up to space. So I don't see any reason to, you know, make this any more complicated than it needs to be. So we're just going to throw them on one side of the belt, and, you know, that's, or on one side of the labs, and that's that, okay? So I think that should be, we should be making, yep, here comes some rocket tech cards very slowly. You know, we're only going to have a few buildings working right now. But eventually, we will have used all of that satellite telemetry, and we can probably handcraft, again, for the time being, another one of those navigation satellites. So I'll probably do that off camera, just so we can start getting some more satellite telemetry for this, for these rocket tech cards. And as you can see, we already have another rocket built, and we have plenty of resources probably to build at least one more, if not 2 more. Yeah, we have a ton of solid rocket fuel here. We've got a ton of heat shielding, ton of these low density structures. So there's no way that we cannot build a 3rd rocket. So we're gonna get to that soon, which means that next episode, besides working on increasing steel production and just production of other things in general, like I said, we probably will be working on enriching, but we will also be seeing what we can do about automating these navigation satellites. Unfortunately, we don't have requesters or anything like that yet, so we can't be using bots to do it, unfortunately. Honestly, I feel a little bit handicapped without the bots right now, which maybe means I'm a little bit too reliant upon them, but they're just so nice for doing things like this, where you just have a bunch of random things that are like kind of all over the base that you want to throw together. And same for like our production area. I would love to just have everything that I need in providers and in our storage, and then just request stuff and have it built. So we'll work on that eventually. But hey, you can see that our rocket tech cards are being used, and if we hit N, we can actually click into these buildings, and you can see, look at that, they are being built, or being used in research, I should say. And it may be slow, but eventually we will get to this life support equipment and so on, and we'll be able to get our cargo rocket silo finished. That's a tongue twister. Say that time 5 times fast. So yeah, that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you do, please leave a like. That really helped me out a lot. And yeah, please enjoy your day, and I'll see you in the next episode. Have a good one.